Welcome to Year of the Metal Rat Virgo. Year of the Yang Metal Rat begins on January 25th of 2020, lasting through until February 11th of 2021. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. I'm a Rosicrucian seer, biblical astrologer, Christian psychic, and Gnostic mystic. And this is a Readings by Rosemary angelic transmission. Now, rats are very, very useful creatures. Scientists use lab rats in experiments to bring better treatment modalities to human beings. Sometimes, lab assistants have told me that they wonder if laboratory rats are actually experimenting on their human master's degree and doctorate degree students that care for them. In reality, who's serving who? Some people think that rats are not important, not significant, but nothing could be further from the truth. Rat came in first place in the Jade Emperor's Zodiac race. Now, more on that a little bit later on in this video. But for now, we're going to take a look at some specifics for you, Virgo the Virgin, during Year of the Yang Metal Rat. Now, the astrology lucky charms for Virgo the Virgin during Year of the Yang Metal Rat. First of all, we're going to look at your specific Virgo lucky charms for gemstones, colors, and numbers. And then we're going to look at Yang Metal Rat lucky charms for gemstones, colors, and numbers. All right, now, before we get to that, let's just say that the sign of Virgo the Virgin is in the natural 6th house on the Western Zodiac wheel. And that's the house where you have things like habits, daily routines, health, that kind of thing, and healthy habits, that kind of thing. Now, Virgo, again, is associated with the natural 6th house. Now, Sagittarius is associated with the natural 9th house of life, path, meaning, and is associated with rat animal in Chinese astrology. So, Year of the Rat is similar to Sagittarius the Archer. And we're going to get more into all this in a minute. I'll talk about Virgo and where Virgo, symbol animal placed in the race of the Jade Emperor's race that he used to place 12 animals on the Chinese Zodiac wheel. We're going to get all into this in a moment. And again, first we're going to give you your lucky charms. Now, for Virgo's lucky charms first, we have the lucky gemstone for Virgo, a very beautiful gemstone indeed. One of my favorites is sapphire. Sapphire. The colors for Virgo are yellow, green, violet, red, and black. The numbers, the lucky numbers, the auspicious numbers for Virgo are 3, 6, and 8. Now, Metal Rat lucky charms. Metal Rat lucky charms. This is specifically for Year of the Yang Metal Rat. The gemstone is watermelon tourmaline, and watermelon tourmaline is a very, very beautiful and potent stone. Watermelon tourmaline. The colors for Metal Rat lucky charm, Yang Metal Rat: gold, white, blue, and green. The numbers for Metal Rat lucky charms, Yang Metal Rat, numbers are 2, 3, 6, 7, and 8. Now, number combination specifics, although generally speaking numbers are the numbers of 4, 5, and 9 are not recommended during rat year. Throughout a Yang Metal Rat year, 5 and 9 are more promising than during other elemental rat years. So Yang Metal as opposed to other elements in Chinese astrology, because Yang Metal Rat year happens every 60 years and rat year happens every 12 years. We're going to get more on that into the Chinese astrology a little bit here later on in the video. But just, it's important for now that during this time, those numbers, 4 is still really not that good for Yang Metal Rat year, but 5 and 9 are, although they're normally not good for rat, they're a little bit better for Yang Metal Rat. Now, color combination specifics, generally, the colors that are not recommended during the Year of the Rat are brown and yellow. Now, nevertheless, with that said, for the duration of a Yang Metal Rat year, yellow is more propitious than during other elemental rat years. Okay, now, we're going to get into the compatibility for the animals on the Chinese Zodiac for Yang Middle Rat Year. Rat loves other rat personalities. Rat loves dragon. Rat loves monkey. Rat really likes snake, rooster, ox, and also really likes pig, rabbit. Rat likes goat. Rat likes dog, and rat likes tiger. Now rat dislikes horse. Okay, now the Virgo personality during Yang Middle Rat Year brings out qualities of having an even greater opportunity and venue for attaining perfection and well-being, from pushing through the Virgin's own personal plans and goals to attain a treasure and recognition at this juncture. This is accomplished by Virgo's penchant for establishing precise daily routines for the self and those that the Virgin cares for, those in the Virgin's charge. Virgo's habits, your habits of Virgo, which are concerned about keeping everyone well cared for by establishing regiments of precise conduct, again that discipline, will help to maintain a workable world which puts the Virgin in the driver's seat during Yang Middle Rat Year. Now Virgo gains the impetus to become a sort of a person of great substance, popularity, treasure, riches, and fame at this time, when Yang Middle elements and rat characteristics contribute their traits and their attributes to Virgo's already disciplined nature. Now Virgo will also become strong and sturdy and rough regarding, and tough regarding self, and also when it comes to those who need the Virgin's punitive adjustment to bring them to fulfillment. Yang Middle Rat Year affords Virgo more power and more influence as well. The Virgin's characteristic reserved personality gets a dose of sort of attitude of right back at you from those who have benefited from Virgo's selfless attitude and care of others. Before before putting yourself first, Virgo will put others first. And those people, who don't really always show you how much they care or aren't appreciative enough, at least they don't tell you they are, they're going to get, again, a dose of right back at you from Virgo during this Yang Middle Rat Year. Those who have benefited from your sort of selfless nature, your service to self and service to other, how you're going to change that around this year. So those people that are used to you giving service to others are going to be astonished when you say, this year it's all about me. They're going to be astonished. So don't worry about it. They're not going to get mad. Just care for the self. And again, this is specifically for a year of the Yang Middle Rat and very important during this time. Now, this is an astrological cycle that brings much jealousy and envy, and therefore Virgo must guard the self against people who covet what Virgo has attained through your hard work, your meekness, and your patience. Virgo is able to drive home, infinitely better results with Yang Middle Rat Year. And these influences are going to add passion, ingenuity, and expediency to the Virgin's attitude and implementation of tactics. Now, Yang Middle Rat Year will bring Virgo's well-planned outcomes into full and gratifying realization. This is because Yang Middle Rat Year is a time to center one's attention on oneself, upon one's own purpose, and onto Virgo's personal, level-headed business ventures and exchange activities. Now, the Virgin's common sense, reticence, endurance, and acumen, along with Virgo's unassumingly shrewd and disciplined nature, will profit substantially from Yang Middle elements. In addition to Yang Middle elemental qualities, the Yang Middle and also the rat attributes will also give an extra sort of a vim and vigor and a cleverness, a liveliness, a viability, agility, and determination to Virgo's personality, as well as providing an ability to drive through personal strategies towards making sure that you meet your individual goals. Yang metal makes the Virgin the center of attention anyway, as well as adding purpose into the mix, bringing Virgo's top ambitions into full reality. Remember, this is a cycle in which Virgo must focus on self before all else, which is not what Virgo is used to. You know, if you want to, Virgo, if you want to, really drive home your, what you really want in life, you usually thrive and find your fulfillment in putting other people first before you. But again, this is not the year to do that. You have to put yourself first this year. Service to self is important this year. Very important. Okay? We can't really stress it out, especially if you, Virgo, because you have a hard time really doing that. Okay? So we're going to have to really, make sure that you really understand that before Year of the Yang Metal Rat begins. And if you do that, all things that you've wanted are going to be accomplished during this astrological cycle, and your total agenda is going to be brought into full fruition during Yang Metal Rat year. And that's so that others, in the long run, others will be able to benefit from the Virgin's sharp and exacting example. The Virgin's fondness for helping people and serving others finds it sort of a lot of achievement. And you really find your place from Rat's seasonal facet of winter to keep Virgo outgoing, coolness. It'll keep you fresh, cool, collected, and you're going to be ready for accomplishment. Year of the Metal Rat's glitter and vibrant manner, your self-sufficiency, and your innovative style and manner will make Virgo's goals sort of easy. More easy to obtain and put into real action because of Rat's water element factor. Now, Yang Metal Rat year will give Virgo the proclivity necessary to push through strategy and the centered focus upon self required to realize those long-term objectives that you really, again, if you are able to drive your needs forward, your goals forward, you're going to help others too. Sometimes helping yourself does help others. And that's why Yang Metal Rat year comes along every 60 years and drives that home. Now, Virgo's place in the Jade Emperor's zodiac race. Western astrology sign of Virgo corresponds with Chinese zodiac animal of rooster. So Virgo associates with rooster. Sagittarius associates with rat. Okay, now, again, for the Western astrology sign of Virgo corresponds again to the Chinese astrological zodiac animal of rooster. Virgo, your rooster in the Chinese zodiac. Now, legend has it that the Jade Emperor held a race to place 12 animals on the zodiac wheel. Rooster came in 10th place in this race held by the Jade Emperor. Sheep, monkey, and rooster used a raft found by Rooster to ride on the river currents in order to finish the Jade Emperor's race for placement on the Chinese zodiac astrological wheel. Rooster and monkey were delighted to let sheep go before them to finish the race because they liked sheep's kindly personality. With these three animals, friendship was more important than rivalry, and so their collaboration gave them not first position, rather they shared a great gift of their alliance, finding great delight in working together. So that was more important to these three animals on the Chinese zodiac wheel. Now, Virgo, you are mutable earth. You are mutable earth in Western astrology. Yang qualities of year of the Yang Metal Rat will heat up and also speed up, brighten, and desiccate the Virgin's water of earth, patient, unpretentious, astute, disciplined, accurate, perfectionist, and helpful qualities. This will give Virgo new prospects in which to acquire a larger measure, really, of vacationing, entertaining, dining out, and elegant nights out with spouses and love interests and friends and family. Virgo will really connect through seasonal festivities, gatherings, and these are going to be themes that are designed specifically for certain types of themes, these kind of events, helping to keep all who participate very amused, very engaged, and having a lot of fun in Yang Metal Rat year, principally when general cold rat qualities of winter are taken into account. Yang metal rat year is also chilled and relaxed by the element of water, which is the primary element associated with rat in Chinese astrology. Metal shares masculine qualities with yang of being hard, although metal is also persistent, which is more of a yin quality. Yang metal is a heating of metal, bringing out qualities of being styled and shaped. Proportion is made sure from chilling winter and really colder water traits, thereby really relaxing and tranquilizing emotions provoked by the green-eyed jealousy of others. Yang metal rat year will be enthusiastic, efficient, imperative, and forceful, requiring Virgo to keep contrasting energies of artistic aspiration and cold, hard reality in balance. This will cheer up the Virgin's already mutable nature while adding poised moods towards starting new life cycles. Yang metal rat year contributes much esteem, clout, amazement, covetousness, flexibility, and envy for total dominion, and an irrefutable urge for powerful influence when it comes to achievement of your individual goals. Virgo will focus upon self during Yang metal rat year. If accomplishment is if you bring your accomplishment out into your full realization. Your personal aims are going to be brought about by your focus in metal rat year. And the Virgin's endeavors are going to be brought into full achievement. It's all about your self-fulfillment in Yang metal rat year, and you're going to be able to find likable, pleasant, fundamental, speedy, dexterous, and resourceful metal rat. Metal rat, Sagittarius, rat, Virgo, rooster, okay? That rat energy will really help you, okay? Because he's lithe and he's dexterous and he's speedy and he's essential. And that will make the goals in your life very realistically and virtually achievable, essentially substantial and very noticeable and evident that other people will see and notice. Now this cycle grants Virgo more than an ample talent for finding ways to sort of amuse acquaintances and socialize with equally clever friends, as well as the power necessary to be electrifying in performing arts. Now, if Virgo focuses on self at this point in time, the Virgin will have a great deal of happiness and delight during Yang metal rat year. Now, Virgo, the Virgin year of the Yang metal rat, what is your lesson at this time during Yang metal rat? What is the lesson for Virgo? During Yang metal rat year, the lesson for Virgo to avoid becoming involved in situations where the Virgin's close friends, associates, and family become fodder for those who are jealous of Virgo. Yang metal rat year's most important motto is the cliche, every man for himself, no matter your age, your gender, or your creed. It is a time to center one's attention upon Virgo's own desires and long-held ambitions that the Virgin might have forgotten about thus far in favor of satisfying the goals of others. Lifelong dreams and care of oneself should be seen as important goals at this juncture. This is particularly true primarily since rat year is the start of a new cycle every 12 years. And Yang metal rat year, which gives Virgo the freedom necessary to advance personal goals forward, occurs once every 60 years. So it's now or never is another well-known saying that applies at this point in time, Virgo. Now for Virgo, the Virgin year of the Yang metal rat blessing. What is your blessing? Expect many more coveted opportunities to be offered to Virgo this year. During a time of compelling debates that drive desired outcomes forward, the Virgin's ability to be very precise and regimented will be of much value, especially since Yang metal rat year moves many plans ahead forward towards attainable outcomes, and Virgo's natural mutable sign nature adds a great deal of value to engaging in business, barter, and commerce. By the same token, exchange or personal transactions with the Virgin are sure to make it it'll sort of give you an open-minded frame of mind. Sort of it'll make sure that you're going to be able to keep an open mind. And mainly at a point in time when Yang metal elements are already motivating entrepreneurs to come up with new promotional strategies. Virgo's vocation and career, personal associations, and health will all be noticeably strengthened during year of the Yang metal rat if wealth and profits are aimed at providing for the Virgin's own requirements rather than devoting revenue towards other people's endeavors. Virgo will most assuredly be overwhelmed with prospects and offers coming from people that want or need the Virgin's precise discipline, expert talents, and shrewd awareness. Virgo will be in vast, extensive demand during Yang metal rat year from people, from organizations, and from groups and communities needing to hire capable personnel as well as gifted team leaders or experts for implementing their production strategies or merchandise, research and development programs. Virgo will cause those who feel unnerved by the strong forces released by Yang metal rat year to feel that their purposes are well designed, smart, and pragmatically within reach, so that they may pursue their schemes with keenness and courage. The Virgin will be able to make a money-making production enterprise out of this ability to cause people to feel enthralled about their future strategies. Viability is a superior quality in year of the Yang metal rat. Now, Virgo, we're going to get into specifics for the Chinese astrology Yang metal rat. What are the lessons? What are the blessings? What is the personality? What are the qualities in Chinese astrology and how this will affect you in year of the Yang metal rat? Now we're going to look at the year of the rat and how it corresponds with the sign of Sagittarius the Archer in Western astrology. So we have a little diagram here with the wheel of the Zodiac, and it is here Sagittarius the Archer is in the 9th position. It's in the natural 9th house, with Aries being number 1, the natural 9th house of the Zodiac of life path meaning, Sagittarius the Archer. Now that corresponds again with rat in Chinese astrology. So again, Western astrology, sign of Sagittarius, corresponds with Chinese zodiac animal of rat. Okay, now legend has it that the Jade Emperor held a race to place 12 animals on the zodiac wheel. Rat came in first place in this race held by the Jade Emperor. Rat made a deal to catch, to kind of catch a ride with Cat on ox. So, you know, Rat had the idea, and he convinced Cat to sort of hitchhike a ride on top of the ox, because they were the best of friends, the Cat and the Rat, and thought that ox would be able to sort of cross the river faster and more assuredly than anyone else, thereby getting them excellent placements on the astrological wheel. Now, Rat made a move that caused Cat to be thrown off ox, allowing Rat to get ahead of everyone and finish in first place. Rat finished in first place. Now, according to legend, this is why nowadays Rat and Cat do not get along, even though they used to be very close friends. The Cat is mad at Rat, and Rat knows why, and also recognizes that Cat's anger is right, which is why we see Cat always chasing Rat to get retribution, and Rat running away from Cat. Okay, now regarding the metal rat attributes for year of the Yang, metal rat has general rat qualities and is known to be essential, animated, vigilant, and also clever, although fragile, amusing, watchful, and lithe. Now, metal qualities will add much strength and steely nerve, willpower, focus, self-assurance, and determination to Rat's more lively, humorous, quick, and dynamic personality attributes. Now, regarding the metal rat advice for year of the Yang metal rat, Yang metal rat is a year to focus, really focus in, center in, on the parts of life that bring out one's enthusiasm, obsessions, self-concerns in life. This is not a time for philanthropic ideas or ventures unless such activities are beneficial where self-interests are concerned. A desire for freedom will prevail during Yang metal rat year, which should not be denied, lest breakups or abandonment become the only way to attain such personal emancipation. Metal Rat Year is an excellent time frame in which to find solutions for any troubles that might have resulted from keeping a slower pace during the previous year of the Yin Earth Pig. Now, indeed, this is the period to sort of play catch up because Yang Metal Rat affords one intelligent and covetousness and control to do so. Now, regarding Metal Rat influence, Yang Metal Rat begins a new cycle in Chinese astrology, and this is very important since any rat year starts another cycle of 12 Chinese animal zodiac signs. New cycles in astrology cause new plans to be developed, fresh ideas to be considered or proposed, and innovative projects to be started. Trying out new things or initiating new situations must involve some chance, and therefore one must be mindful in order to make sure that such risks have a high probability of succeeding. Year of the Rat repeats every 12 years in Chinese astrology, while Year of the Yang Metal Rat repeats every 60 years, occurring in 2020, 2080, 2140, 2200, 2260, and 2320. Traditional Chinese zodiac places rat, which associates again with Sagittarius, Sagittarius the Archer. In Western astrology system at the beginning, November 22nd to December 21st, and Pig, which associates with the sign of Scorpio, which is right before Sagittarius, at the ending, okay, of the zodiac, from October 23rd to November 22nd of the astrological wheel. So the beginning of the Chinese zodiac is Rat, that associates with Sagittarius, and the ending of the Chinese zodiac is Pig, which associates with Scorpio. Okay, so that's where their delineation occurs. That's a difference where our delineation occurs at Aries and Pisces. Okay, all right. So now, with that said, it is also though intriguing to notice that the Chinese zodiac splits its beginning and ending again between Rat, Sagittarius, and Pig, Scorpio, which is right where the mysterious zodiac sign of Ophiuchus, the serpent bearer, is found. Okay, Ophiuchus is often called the 13th zodiac sign. It is equally fascinating to become aware that the Celtic pagans consider the festival of Samhain on the 31st of October is actually being their new year. Okay, so that's one sort of coincidence. Also being a lunar calendar. That's why it's a lunar calendar. So you see these similarities when you have lunar calendars. With that said, when corresponding with Western astrology, one would associate the head of Western zodiac sign, which is Aries again. Now Aries is associated with dragon, and Pisces is associated with the tail of Western astrology, and Pisces is associated with rabbit. Pisces is associated with rabbit. Okay, and that's very important to understand how these all sort of, where the slight differences and where they also have similarities. It's also fascinating to comprehend that there are many cultures, more than one New Year's celebratory festivals in a year. And in the Hebrew calendar, that was used in the Bible, and that Jesus Christ utilized, since he was Jewish, a Jewish rabbi, and what is still used, it's a lunisolar calendar. So they have the lunar, but they also still pay very close attention to the lunar months and the lunar, like the beginning, when there's a full moon, when there's a new moon, and all the various attributes, and starting with the new moon. So it's very important, and that's where a lot of secrets are kept, is in the lunar. A lot of spiritual secrets are in the lunar mysteries. Okay. Now, Metal Rat Year is formed from the attributes of being the 7th heavenly stem of Yang metal, gotten from 10 celestial elemental qualities, and the first earthly branch gotten from 12 terrestrial animal personalities. And in many ways, this is very much similar to Kabbalah. and to Christian and Jewish Kabbalah, because you're taking like an attribute. Even tarot talks about that. You take an attribute like the fire signs in Western astrology, and then you have fire of fire and air of fire and water of fire, and that's reflected in the tarot cards in Western astrology. So you see these again, these celestial stems and branches are very similar. It's very, very similar. So it's also important to note that the 10 heavenly or celestial stems are derived from the 5 elements in Chinese astrology, which are fire, metal, wood, earth, and water. The 10 qualities are comprised of characteristics of yin and yang divisions within the assigned elemental attribute, with this current year of the metal rat being a yang metal rat year. Yang metal rat. Therefore, there are 10 aspects gotten from yin and yang characteristics of the 5 Chinese elements. Now, the primary guardian angels, we're going to go into a little bit here, some guardian angels you can use during this year, if you're familiar with some of the more familiar guardian angels. We'd like to give you some which will be helpful during year of the yang metal rat, and because of the associations that we're going to show you how, if we're utilizing Sagittarius and yang and also metal, how this will kind of give you the right guardian angels to utilize to make this a very auspicious and prosperous and lucky year for you. Now, primary guardian angels, again, for year of the yang metal rat. Okay. Elemental archangel of metal is a bit tricky, since Western elements do not include the elements of metal and wood. Okay, so Western does not have wood and metal. Okay, so also Chinese elements themselves do not include the element of air. So you have 5 in Chinese and 4 in the Western system. Therefore, we shall divulge the closest approximations available using the element of yang and the Western zodiac sign of Sagittarius to help us find the best representations of these guardian archangels for you. Now, yang corresponds with fire, and does as does the sign of Sagittarius the archer. So yang and Sagittarius both correspond with fire. Again, Sagittarius corresponds to the rat, okay, in Chinese astrology. Therefore, archangel of the element of fire, being the elemental archangel Michael or Michael. Okay, most of us anyway are familiar with the archangel Michael or Michael. Michael will represent and present as guardian angel during this astrological transit. Now again, year of the rat in Chinese astrology corresponds with zodiac sign of Sagittarius in Western astrology, and consequently associates with elemental archangel fire signs referred to in various Christian and ancient Christian and also Hebrew traditions, as well as in scriptures, as being again Michael or Michael, astrology angel of this seasonal aspect of Creator's great clock. I'm talking about the Sagittarius, that association. Now, we are taught through oral tradition and Kabbalistic writings that astrology archangel or zodiac angel Adnachiel is our association, Adnachiel, for this portion of Creator's cosmological progression expressed in extra-biblical Christian Jewish writings. Zohar is what we recommend as a primary source of written Kabbalistic knowledge. These angels and archangels present in their masculine forms due to yang elemental association of yang in metal rat year. Yang metal rat, yang is masculine, yin is feminine, so since it's yang metal rat year, it is going to be a more masculine presentation of these archangels. Now the secondary guardian angels for yang metal rat year, planetary archangels which associate with Sagittarius, being Western astrology correspondence for year of the rat, again Sagittarius, year of the rat, okay, is the angelic ruler of Jupiter, being Sachiel. Awareness of both Western or Eastern astrology associations is very helpful in this matter. Now, earth and celestial angelic coordinates for yang metal rat year Okay, we're going to go over the earth, the grounded earth angelic coordinates, and the celestial, heavenly, celestial, angelic coordinates. Because even though we're using Michael for fire and all of that, and Raphael, and Raphael and Uriel, okay, and Gabriel, we're using these traditional guardian angels, these 4 guardian archangels of the Watchtower. We are utilizing them, but keep in mind that their positions, where they're placed, is different on the earth coordinates than in the celestial coordinates. Okay, it's a different because we're going with elements of the earth and then where the constellations are, so they have different positions where they are located, and we're going to go over that for you to make it easy, but we'll make it easy for you. Okay, so again, these are going to be both earth and celestial angelic coordinates. Now for earth coordinates, earth first, of elemental guardian, elemental archangel of earth is the Archangel Uriel, the Archangel Uriel. Now in the east, the elemental archangel of air is Raphael. Raphael, again, these are for the earth coordinates, but this is in the east, elemental archangel of air, Raphael. In earth coordinates, in the south, we're going to have in the south, for the earth coordinates, in the south, elemental archangel of fire, Michael or Michael. Okay, now in the west, we're going to have elemental archangel of water, Gabriel, for the earth coordinates. The earth coordinates in the west, elemental archangel of water, Gabriel. Gabriel. Now we're going to look at the celestial coordinates of elemental guardian angels. All right, these guardian angels, these elemental angels, archangels of the watchtowers. Now, the celestial coordinates are as follows. In the north, when you're talking about the celestial, in the north, okay, the north elemental archangel of water is Gabriel. Gabriel in the north, elemental archangel of water in the celestial coordinates. Now, the east elemental archangel is Michael of fire. So in the celestial coordinates, the east is elemental archangel of fire, Michael or Michael. Okay? Okay. Now, the celestial coordinates for the south, celestial coordinates, elemental archangel of earth, Uriel is in the south. In the south, in the celestial coordinates, all right? And in the west, finally, for the celestial coordinates, the elemental archangel of air in the west, in the celestial coordinates, the archangel of air, Raphael. Raphael. All right, so these again are the angels that many people in many cultures are very much familiar with. They're very familiar guardian archangels and elemental archangels of the watchtowers in both the earth and the heavens. Now, fortunate compass directions in year of the Yang metal rat finds good fortune, new opportunity, and prosperity in the northeast, the southeast, and west directions. Now we're going to go over Yang. Yang is masculine. Yang is day. Yang is hot. It's fire. It is dry. It is summer. It is the outer portion. It is energetic. It is expanding. It is hard, like the metal, Yang metal rat, and it is dorsal, the back part. It is dorsal, and it is outer, exterior. Okay? Now for the metal attributions, we have ambition, self-reliant, willful, strong, and very self-assured. But also with metal, you're going to have the element is going to also have dry and grief and pungent and be associated with the nose, with willpower and resolve strong as metal. General rat associations, Yang. This is for the general rat association, for the animal of rat in the Chinese Zodiac. General rat associations, again, rat is considered also to be Yang. Rat is winter though. Winter. Also rat is also water. Sagittarius again, and Lily of the Valley is the flower that's associated, and it's the 11th month on the Chinese lunar calendar. Okay, there are five elements in Chinese astrology, being fire, metal, wood, earth, and water. That's fire, metal, wood, earth, and water. Fire controls metal. Metal controls wood. Wood controls earth. Earth controls water. Water controls fire. So this is a circle. And this is how nature keeps things in balance. And this is how Chinese medicine works, of keeping everything in balance, where you're not necessarily, an ancient Chinese medicine, which I studied in nursing school when I was studying to be an RN. I had a wonderful teacher from China who taught us some of that, and she had mentioned that they don't, in the ancient system, they didn't give you a diagnosis that was, this is what you have and this is what's going to happen to you, where the observer is saying what's going to happen to you and changing it with their consciousness. No, they give you, this is what's going on, and this is a little bit out of balance, and this is a little bit out of balance, and a little bit too much dry, a little bit not enough moist, a little bit too much yin, not enough yang, or whatever, these kinds of things. And then treat those individual things, and then you will begin to get better if you adhere to doing these types of things. And they got their they weren't paid the way the medical profession is paid today. They were paid with, if the people could work and build houses and tend to their animals and grow their food, then everybody was healthy, and then the doctor of the village could be fed if they were all healthy. So what did the doctor do? The doctor kept them healthy, right? So in a system where the more sick you are, the more money they make, not so good. But in a system where the more healthy you are, the more productive the doctor's life is, because he's cared for, because he cares for them, they care for him or her. It's probably, as far as I can tell, probably a better system. And I have been treated by Chinese medicine and had wonderful results with acupuncture and that kind of thing. But I digress. Just as a patient, as my experience to help, some muscle aches, really was helpful for me. Now, so this is a circle of life. As we come full circle, we attempt to balance these 5 elements. Now, for fire, we have the attributes of joy, heat, bitter, and it's the tongue. For earth, we have worry, and it's damp, sweet, and mouth. For metal, we have grief, dry, pungent, and nose. For water, we have fear, cold, salty, the ears. For wood, we have anger, wind, sour, and the eyes. Now, to calculate the Chinese New Year, simply count the second new moon that comes after the winter solstice. Now, disclaimers in order here. High magic should be used with all mindfulness, since powerful forces of manifestation are unleashed. This is intended exclusively for entertainment purposes. Information found in this document is based on the oral tradition known as Kabbalah, taught to me by Rosicrucian clergy when I was but a young girl, the facts of which I have committed to memory. Thank you for joining us, and join us again.